That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Like dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah, I'll
right?
just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're
tank.
waiting for
You
pee.
fart in the bathtub.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Plotty Time. This week, the dreaded scheduling issues happened again.
Oh, this might be the year of the scheduling.
There are a lot of these, and I guess we're sorry. I don't know. It's still pretty great content because Chump Slap and I will usually watch something crazy and then talk about it.
Yeah. And thank God we watched this one so you guys don't have to.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of crossover here with the streaming that I do. I've been opening Garbage Pail Kids cards on stream a little bit lately, and I've found out through that community that there's a movie that was made in 1987 called The Garbage Pail Kids, and it was live action.
Oh, it's definitely live action. I don't think there were any special effects at all.
Did you know this movie existed? Because I'm pretty sure I did not.
I did know about it. I think I tried to watch it once before and I was like, this is just insane. No, I can't do it. But for the fans, I'll do it, you know.
Oh, of course, you know, for the fans. You can write it off.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't remember knowing it existed. I must have at some point, but I vaguely remember around that time because Garbage Pail Kids was a little bit like just after I was born. So
Yeah.
I barely remember them, but I remember there was a cartoon,
What?
like a Saturday morning cartoon for Garbage Pail Kids.
That does sound familiar.
So I assumed the movie was a cartoon, and very recently I found out it was live action. I'm like, we got to watch it.
Yeah, and we did.
Holy shit. This movie, I have so many questions that I need your help, Chump Slap. We got to parse through some stuff here.
I'm sure there's a lot of overlap in those questions.
Yeah, it was released in 1987, directed by Rod Amato. It stars Anthony oh boy, I'm already. Whew. It stars Anthony Newley as Captain Manzini. He was better known at the time, not as much for his acting, but for his musical work. He actually wrote some of the songs in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the Gene Wilder version. And he also wrote the theme for the James Bond film Goldfinger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, crazy.
What the hell was he doing here?
I don't know what he's doing. I thought he was charming enough. We'll get into all these people, but playing the main character, Dodger, Mackenzie Aston, brother of Sean Astin from Lord of the Rings fame.
Oh, he looks familiar. Like he looked like the kid from Troll 2, but I don't think he was in that.
No, he's been working since then, since he was a kid. His career has not obviously been as big as his brother's is, Sean Astin, but he's working. He's out there. He's doing episodes of TV.
Yeah, he's making money, man.
Good for him. And then Katie Barbary plays Tangerine. Now, I don't think I've ever seen something she's been in, but she, after this, went to Mexico and went into the telenovela soap operas?
Yeah.
Telenovela, Mexican soap operas, and she's been crushing it there for 30 years. So
Oh, wow.
she's
Yeah,
out there. They're all working.
She was born in Mexico, apparently.
That makes sense. That checks out.
Interesting.
And we got to talk about like these two main characters, Dodger, Tangerine. Dodger is definitely referred to as like a kid.
He says his age. He's 14.
He says it, yes, but he looks like younger than that.
I don't know. I kind of pegged him at 13, 14, but yeah, he's pretty young compared to what Tangerine's supposed to be playing.
Yeah, Tangerine is, I thought she was like 18, maybe 19, because the company she kept with the gang was like, they looked like they were in their mid-30s. Like they were.
That's like what I have written here. It's like this fucking 30-year-old gang's beating up this 14-year-old kid.
Okay, so we'll get through this. We'll get into it. The budget for this film was roughly $1 million, and it did make $1.5 million worldwide. It was seen as a pretty big failure because they thought this property, at the time, it was very popular, and they thought it would really pop off as a movie, but it didn't.
Nah, there's only so many fart vomit jokes being gross shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea who this movie was even fucking made for, but
I thought it was for kids, but
I thought so too. But then there's like switchblades and threats of murder.
That's
I don't know.
True.
Gandhi's in a cage. Guys, this movie's weird. So
Oh, I can't wait to get to that.
The movie starts with a shot from outer space looking at Earth, and there's apparently like a spaceship shaped like a garbage can.
Yeah, just garbage can in space.
So in my mind, I'm like, oh, are the Garbage Pail Kids alien? Doesn't matter. They never explain it or refer to it for the rest of the film. That you might have as well had like a Labrador floating. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely from space, though, with that 5-second intro. Just saying it.
All right, they're from space. It doesn't matter. And I did like the intro credits, though. I loved how we got our introduction to these characters as Garbage Pail Kids cards. I thought that was very cool.
Yeah, I want a tangerine card.
I know, right? They should have. I can't believe they don't exist. Like, they should have made those, obviously, for the tie-in. But I think that, like, this is the only thing that worked in this entire movie.
Yeah.
Like, the wrong decision was made for literally everything else. I just wanted to point that out since we're here at the one good part of the movie. It's all downhill from here, guys.
Right. They should have just, I don't know, this intro, you're thinking, all right, not bad. I mean, the graphics are a little shitty. It's computer graphics from the 80s, but.
Yeah. You know, it's a little janky, sure, but
Yeah,
it has some heart. It's got some character, you know. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, it makes sense. And I was like, okay, this can't be that bad.
At this point, I was still kind of in. I'm like, okay, the Garbage Pail Kids are aliens. I'm not going to shut it down right away. Let's see how they get there. And then I saw the intro. I'm like, okay, cool. Who are all these humans? But whatever, you know, let's check this out. I'm not out yet. And then the movie starts, and then I'm almost immediately out because I was immediately out because there's an old man that just traps the Garbage Pail Kids in a trash can at his home. Like, it's just genie in a bottle situation, I guess.
Yeah, he knows. Like, how long has he had this fucking trash can, you think?
I don't know. And I'm also very confused because he, like, knows them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they're like friends or whatever. Like, he's like a father figure, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like he pulls them out every once in a while to see how it's going. He doesn't, though, because he has no idea how to get them back in. He has to figure that out. That's like his entire arc.
Yeah, it's like he used to have a spell to do it, but then now they can't get Newt's eyes or whatever.
That's right. That was the hang up because he wanted to get these weird ass ingredients.
Right.
And fucking Dodger's like, what are you talking about, you crazy old asshole? You can't get those anywhere. He doesn't say those words. That's the implication. I'm reading between the line delivery.
No, yeah, he nailed it. That's exactly what it felt like.
And then we cut to grown ass adults chasing down a child in a park as if they were like a schoolyard bully.
Yes.
Guys, you have to see it to believe it. It's jarring. Like, the cops would have been called because they are assaulting a child.
Right. And what, like, they're asking for lunch money, but it's not like a fucking school day or anything. This kid has a job at 14.
Yeah. I don't understand this at all because they demand his money. It's like $2.
Yeah.
Like, you're so hard up, you're robbing random kids in the park in broad daylight.
Just him, though.
They have a real big fucking problem with this Dodger kid. And we never find out what it is. Ever. Juice just hates his fucking guts and wants to kill him.
Well, it's because Dodger's got a thing for tangerine. That's what it is.
But that didn't happen before this, though, did it?
I don't know. They seem to like they know each other because he works at a shop that's apparently connected to her apartment.
Yeah, it's all the same, like, quarter of a block.
Yeah, this set seemed really small. Like, felt like it was filmed in a high school auditorium.
Yeah, I think it was, or like a warehouse.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because they were talking about the servos and the shit that went into making the heads move for the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
And they said that the tin or metal roof or whatever it was would interfere with the controls. So in some scenes, their eyes are just like spinning. But I mean, I think it works.
I thought that was part of it. Yeah.
So I don't mind that. But they also said during the making of this film that everything was so rushed that the animatronics weren't finished. So most of their heads or expressions barely fucking move.
Yeah, I could see that. I thought it was just limitations.
Yeah, I thought it was just a bad job, but no, it was just a rushed job.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
But we after Dodger gets his ass kicked by Bly, who is dating what was this guy? Wally is the guy that's not Juice.
Oh yeah, I didn't catch those two names. I just know Juice and Tangerine.
And then you got Juice. Juice, who is he's a 30-year-old man dressed as like an 80s drug dealer.
At least 30.
Like the Miami Vice style.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's very strange. But the boy Dodger heads into Manzini's Antiques. There's also pictures on the wall that have eyes that like move
Oh, yeah.
and like follow him around. Never explained.
No. Well, it's an antique shop, so there's statues and paintings with eyes in them. I don't know.
And it's apparently like it's magic. There's magic there.
He does talk a lot about magic, this Manzini.
Does he? Well, we have this brief scene where Manzini has the can, and I also wrote down he can magically turn on the washing machine, which I think is a bit.
Yeah, that was weird.
And then he gives Dodger a dashiki. I forgot about that part. I watched this on a different day.
Oh, yeah.
When he's wearing this outfit, he almost knocks the garbage pail can over, and Manzini picks it up, and he's like, "Hey, did you ever hear of Pandora's box? This is Pandora's pail. Essentially, the world will end. Don't open it. Like, seriously, just don't open this tin."
Yeah, let me put it on a top shelf somewhere over here so you can't get it. It's ridiculous. And why is he fucking cleaning his clothes? He's his employer.
I don't know, because I thought for a second like he was living with the guy, but they never explain what Dodger's family situation is or where his parents are or what.
He definitely comes from another place when he starts work and shit, so.
Yeah, like, where does he live? Like, I assume with parents, right?
Yeah, he's 14, you'd think.
Yeah, he doesn't even mention it. It's so strange. But anyway, Tangerine walks into the store, and Dodger's like, "Hey, how about this cool junk over here? Pretty neat." And he's clearly got like a crush on her. Again, he looks like he's 12. She looks like she's 25.
Yeah, I was going to say at least mid-20s.
And I think he was 14 and she was 15 when they filmed this.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because they were dating when they started production.
In real life?
Yes, in real life. You can look up their birthdays. It's a year apart.
What the fuck?
I know. That's what I said.
Oh my God, that's so wild.
Because she looks 10 years older than him.
Yeah, maybe they made him look really, I don't know. Well, they dressed her up like a 80s glam high schooler, so who knows?
Oh, yeah, like the whole glam club disco is dead, but they kept the neon style.
Right, because apparently she makes creations.
Big ass hair in this movie, too.
Oh, yeah.
Big
definitely.
ass hair, especially at the fashion show at the end. Because, eventually we end up in a fucking fashion show.
Of course we do. It's
Holy
Garbage Pail Kid.
Shit. This movie is so fucking weird. So he gives her this medallion thing, and then the rest of the bad boy crew walks in. Fucking Wally and Bly and Juice. And they are being portrayed here as complete psychopaths. Like tormenting Dodger.
Yeah, they're like, "I saw you touch her." Fucking
It is.
get him, guys.
Yeah, like I do feel as if he's in real danger here.
Yeah.
We'll get this. Oh my God, this sucks. So Dodger holds him off for like a minute, but in the scuffle, they knock the can off the shelf. This green fucking gloop starts falling out of it, like Secret of the Ooze style, but it's not glowing as much. It looks more mealy.
Kind of looked like pistachio pudding.
Yeah, like there were definitely lumps in it.
Yeah, with like sawdust in it.
Yeah, sawdust. To, fill it out a bit. So they throw Dodger in the sewer and dump sewer water all over him.
They tie him to a pipe, too.
Okay, I was just going to ask that because I couldn't tell if they tied him to the pipe or what. But yeah, he was going to drown there.
Yeah, I was like, are they trying to kill this fucking kid?
Like, what did he do to them? Why are they keep trying to kill his kid?
I don't know.
And then I saw in the background of this shot that there's just a bunch of pipes behind them that are all labeled.
Oh my God. Yeah, like zoo, hot tub.
Yeah, dog pound, toxic waste, primetime TV was one. They're like labeled all kinds of crazy shit. And I'm like, well, clearly that's going to come back into play later.
Oh, yes.
And it does. We'll get to it. It sucks. It's exactly what you think is going to happen. Anyway, the Garbage Pail Kids rescue him and they clean him off in the store and they fart him awake, which is a sentence I just said.
Windy Winston farts him awake. I have the same
fucking
sentence.
Windy Winston. Christ, you fucking animal.
He's the only one that does like his name, We don't see Vomit too much, or I guess we see Messy Tessie, but I
Yeah,
don't
Messy
know.
Tessie really came to play.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
But the crocodile dude, I called him Gator Face in my notes because I forgot his name. Alligator.
Oh yeah. Oh, and that nerd's always pissing himself for some reason. That's something.
Oh my God. I didn't even write it down in my notes, but he pisses himself like 6 times.
Yeah, so stupid.
And it is not funny at all.
No, it wasn't
anytime.
funny the first time. It wasn't funny the 8th time.
Yeah, I didn't even write him down. But guys, just imagine every once in a while, nerd goes, "Is his beef?" And he pisses his pants, and the camera just shoots his feet piss rolling down his leg.
Yep. That's exactly it.
Fucking sucks. So they fart
Fart him awake.
after they fart him awake. The first thing he says is, "What are you?" Which fucking rude. First of all,
Oh, they get offended.
they get pretty offended, and they just start kind of just causing mischief and throwing shit around. And Magazzini walks in. He's like, "Hey, what the deuce? Get back in that pail, you ruffians!" And they're like, we don't know how to do that. Like we're stuck in there. Now we're out." And he's like, "All right, I need this crazy ass shit. I didn't even write down like Eye of Newt and other bullshit for this spell to put him back in the goddamn bin." And then they like, "Yo, we don't have that." Mackenzie fucking Aston's like, Dodger. There it is. Dodger's like, "Those things don't exist. You can't buy those in stores." So now we go through and meet all the Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, introduce them all. Yep. He's like totally okay with it. He's like, "Oh, well, we can't do that. Well, I guess we're just going to be a big family then, eh?"
Yeah, it's so accepting of these Garbage Pail Kids, and they look strange.
Yes. Very. Say ugly or weird even.
Just like definitely not of the same world.
No. They should have done it with fucking Muppets. It would have been so much better. Like if Jim Henson does the Garbage Pail Kids.
That would have been very interesting.
Right?
I would have loved to see that.
Yeah.
Did they like overlap? When did Jim Henson die?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
Why would I think you would know that? And why did I ask you that?
I'd assume it was past like 90, right? I don't know, man.
Wow, well, technically you're right. May 16th, 1990.
It could have been his fucking greatest achievement was the Garbage Pail Kids right before he died.
Oh, that would have been something.
That would have been sick. Instead, we got this. We got a bunch of small people in what I assume to be sweaty fucking costumes.
Oh, they probably smell terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to this goddamn movie. We're barely started. I think we're 5 minutes in.
Yeah. Well, we get to see the Garbage Pail Kids standing around watching. I only have D. What the fuck was it? Dodger take a fucking bath? It was weird.
It was very strange. And some of the Garbage Pail Kids try to like make out, and
Yeah.
Dodger's like, "I like somebody." And like, "Ooh, you guys talk about Tangerine? Let's help you out. Let's help you. Well, there's a dating movie now?
Yeah. This was the first part where you're like, what? Okay, you're getting beat up by these people. Now we're going to help you bag this 25-year-old?
What are we doing? Like, what is this fucking movie? Like, already I'm so confused. First of all, who's starring in this movie? It's called Garbage Pail Kids. Who is this Dodger and his love triangle? And now he's gonna try to fucking impress her, and they get all this like shit together and make him a jacket?
They had it made already.
Why do they know how to sew? What is going on?
Because you can't buy clothes in Garbage Pail Kid sizes, man. Come on.
I guess that's a good point. It's a necessity thing. It's not even
Yeah.
Okay. So the next day, Dodger is on the street and he runs into Tangerine. She's like, "Hey, I'm sorry about Jews. He's kind of a dick sometimes. I know he tried to murder you in the sewer, but what are you going to do? You know how he gets sometimes," is what she said.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Hey, do you want to hang out and come with me to sell clothes at the dance clubs tonight?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure. I'll hang out. I'll take whatever excuse I can to hang out with you for 5 minutes."
Right. So he just jumps in her car.
Jumps in. They head to the club. She starts like selling her clothes out of there.
Did you notice that when they're talking before they leave for the club, it's midday, and then all of a sudden they're on the road and it's nighttime?
Was this the one where it was like middle of a conversation? It changes.
It's just like they're like, "All right, jump in the car." Like, okay. Next scene, nighttime, and they're driving to the club.
They just cut out all the highway traffic in Los Angeles.
But how long were they sitting in traffic then?
That's a good point. Yeah, it's jarring
Yes.
going from day to night here. Anyway, these women like mob her outside the club and are like, "Ooh, what do you got here?" Because I guess you can't buy these clothes in stores, despite the fact we just had like that 80s like Motley Crue shit, like glam rock.
Yeah, but she makes very good shit. Good shit.
She must. It's so good you can only get it outside the club on Friday nights at 7 p.m.
Oh, people line up for her too. She even sells the shirt off her back, man.
She does, and Dodger sees her do that, and he's like, hey.
He like walks back. He's like, "Whoa.
Yeah.
I saw a bra."
He is smitten.
Yo.
Basically, Tangerine's like, this is my side hustle. This is what I want to do. to make some cash so I can get the hell out of town. And you start believing her. Like, I believed her at this point.
Yeah, she's like, I just want to get out of this fucking town, leave all this shit behind.
Yeah, it seems like as of right now, she's in this situation. She's with Juice. Maybe doesn't see how much of a big of an asshole he is, but she has a heart because she's nice to this kid and like, hey, Juice, my boyfriend, maybe don't murder him.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, she's going to be the one that turns it around. She's going to realize how good she'd have it with Dodger. That is not what happens.
How do you see a fucking 14-year-old and be like, oh, he's better than my boyfriend? I might have to.
With his cars and his sunglasses and his huge jacket tops.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus Christ, those shoulders. Anyway, so, oh, yes, the Bad Hang guys show up. I call them the Bad Hang Gang.
Oh, I like it, Bad Hang Gang.
Juice sees all the cash that she's making outside this club. It's in a cigar box. So he's like, takes the thing, throws in the back seat. She gets in her car as the passenger, which is strange because he's driving now.
Yeah, well, she's only 15.
I guess. But she drove there. Anyway, so Dodger hides in her bag and I guess her stupid ass boyfriend Juice never notices and they just leave him there.
And this part made her look like she was really caring about Dodger too.
It sure did.
Yeah.
But you're like, no, she's playing both sides. She has to for her survival, man.
Yeah, she's just a poor street kid.
Yeah, she's still a real one, you know?
Mm-hmm. This is in Pennsylvania too. I noticed the license plates.
Really?
Yeah.
Garbage Pailville, Pennsylvania. Did they say what town this took place in?
No, definitely not. I assumed it was New York or California, but
I don't know why my brain went to LA, but
just the beginning scene with the park, I think.
probably. So the Garbage Pail Kids are now out of the pail, and they're like, we got to go find our friends. Presumably the rest of whatever group they arrived in, because I think they're aliens.
The garbage pails. Yeah, they're looking in garbage cans like it's another ship or something.
I guess. Yeah. So they're looking around. They can't find them. They give up very quickly when they get the munchies. So the movie, like, this is so... They steal a fucking Pepsi truck.
Yeah.
Then the old man who was in charge of the fucking Pepsi truck gets pantsed and his pants fall down. He's got spotted boxers and it's real funny.
Yeah, because his keys were attached to a chain on his wallet or something.
That's right. And how do they know how to drive? Let's just blast past that, I guess, because there's no real answer that's going to satisfy us.
Yeah, true.
And, like, she knew, I think Tess was steering and she was like, not the brake, the gas. So she has an intimate knowledge of the pedals and how they work and what they do.
We don't, like I said in the beginning, we don't know how long they've even been on Earth.
We're in that fucking pail.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a Pokeball.
There you go. Perfect. And they get back to the rest of the group with the Pepsi truck. They're just chilling. They stole some hot dogs and burgers from somewhere, I guess. And they just are fucking hanging out. Like, this scene is such a fucking waste of time. They don't do anything.
No, they're just hanging around a barrel fire eating food.
They're just hanging around a barrel fire, eating food, talking. I don't even know. I can't even explain to you how they're talking. It doesn't make sense. It's like, what's wrong? My tummy hurts. Well, what'd you eat? Everything.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's the fucking type of dialogue we're getting.
It really is. It's all just placeholders. I swear to God.
You'll come up with something better. We'll come up with something better later. Like, we got to get past
time
this part.
anymore.
And then they don't have time. Like, we got to shoot it, I guess.
Yep.
So the next day, Dodger shows up, opens up the door to the basement, and everyone's like hung over.
Sugar burnout. I don't know.
I specifically have here they drank Pepsi. And then I thought to myself, why didn't they have them steal a beer truck? That would have been funny. And then I'm like, oh, they probably just didn't do alcohol because it's not that kind of movie.
Yeah, it's for kids at least PG-13.
And then later they're getting hammered at the fucking bike bar.
What the fuck? They could have just got drunk at the whatever.
Movie makes absolutely no sense. It makes less sense if you watch it versus us explaining it to you.
Yeah. I dare you to watch it.
I dare you. You don't have the bull. Anyway, so they last night they're like, oh, hey, Dodger, we're trying to help you out with this situation. Here's that jacket we made for you.
Yeah, they're like, this will impress her.
Like, this will impress her. She'll love it. And he's like, I don't know. And they're like, well, you know what? Go fuck yourself. And they turn off the lights when you leave. They very quickly go from being like, oh, hey, what's up, Dodger? To, well, you know what? Why don't you get out of here?
Yeah, we're just trying to help you out, dick. Now we're going to go to sleep.
So they go back to sleep. Dodger leaves with the jacket and decides to stop over at Tangerine's house.
He just walks in her fucking house.
He just walks in. But before that, when Juice is leaving, he like climbs a ladder to hide.
Oh, yeah. You can still see his feet like at eye level.
Yeah, I don't know how Juice missed him.
Juice is pretty dumb.
So he gets in there, and Tangerine is super impressed by the coat, by the way. Like, super impressed.
Dude, she's like, oh my God, that's awesome. What is that?
And he's like, I made it. And she goes, oh, well, I'm really interested in making clothes. Of course he knows. He was there with her.
Yeah, seriously.
And she's like, well, if you got some of your stuff, why don't you come and sell like your stuff there, like right along with mine, if you're interested. And then she's like, oh, by the way, I want a dozen outfits by Friday. And this was the first time where I'm like, wait, she's just using him?
Yeah, they get really pushy with it too. She's like,
yeah, she's very like abusive, very manipulative to get him, like to get what she wants out of him and anyone else apparently.
Yeah.
But it felt like this just turned on a dime. Like I didn't get that vibe from her before right now.
That's why she's really good at manipulating people, even the viewer.
I guess so.
And then she wants it all by Friday, and that's 3 days away because apparently this is Wednesday.
Something like that. So he goes back to the Garbage Pail Kids, and he's like, hey, I know, I know, we're going to go find your friends, but can you make me a dozen more outfits by Friday? And then they're like, well, get out of here. We're going to go put it to a vote. So Dodger leaves, and their debate music, it's a music number now. We're in a music number.
Oh, this one.
And I don't know where this came from. I don't know. I had no intention or idea or whatever that there was any music in this or music numbers.
Me neither.
And one just happens. They all sing a song together. They do like the talk singing thing Jesus, I can't even talk. They do the talk singing thing to do the debate. And then eventually they decide to help him. And they're like, well, what's the worst that can happen? We can do it. Then he'll help us find his friends. We just got to trust him. And they like, we can do anything we want if we work together. And they do this. They sing this song as they break into a building that has a huge sign out front that says, quote, non-union sweatshop.
Well, yeah. Well, then I don't feel bad that they stole their sewing machines.
I have so many questions. Yes, I agree with you. And I think that was intentional to be like, yeah, they're stealing. But, these guys are dicks, so they're allowed to steal from them.
They're stealing from bad people.
I think it's very funny to take a song that's that upbeat, that's like we can do anything if we work together, and juxtapose that with a crime. I think that's very funny, but somehow it didn't work here.
No, the song was just so bad.
It was so bad. It was such a bad song. And it was clearly, I don't know how else to label it, but it was a kid's song. Like it was for children.
Yeah, it's something you'd hear on Sesame Street.
Yeah, like that tone, that style. And I even wrote here, like, this is a kid's movie all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they steal all this shit and montage their way through 12 outfits in one night. It's easy to them. They are sewing experts. Again, from necessity, from having to make their own clothing, I guess.
Right, exactly.
Dodger shows up with breakfast. And they're
he's
like,
just spending
hey,
all this money on food for these guys. Like,
I don't know. He's walking in every day with like 2 grocery bags.
I know this was the 989, but
yeah, that was $7.99.
Yeah,
spent
he does
$8
have a job
on
too, so I guess that's fine. It's probably still minimum wage what it is now.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, 87. No, I think they raised it to $5.15 in the 90s.
Yeah, definitely 90s was the last.
So it was
time.
like $4.85 back then. Jesus Christ, fucking animals. So they're like, hey, we're almost done with these outfits here. And Captain Manzini shows up and he's like, oh, hey, how's it going? How's everything working out? I'm going to go head to the musical library. I have a pretty good feeling that the answer here is a musical one later. So he's just fucking off for another half hour of this movie to go try and find the spell that's a musical spell to get them back in the trash can.
Yeah, he's just sitting at a piano making up words that rhyme.
Now, here's the thing, though, Chump Slap.
Yeah.
He's just saying that the answer is going to be a musical one. And he does find the song and he does use it later. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
However, how do you plant the seed like this and not have more musical numbers? There's no more musical numbers in the movie. I was so confused. I'm like, oh, it's a musical now. I guess we're going to have more music numbers. They're saying music. Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen.
I was kind of just glad.
Yeah, sure. Hindsight, I was glad, but it's so weird. And this keeps happening where they set something up and you're just like, anyway, fuck that noise. Let's move on to the fucking fashion show.
Yeah, it was fucking
God,
weird.
there's a fashion. All right. Let's just keep
Let's
going.
just keep going. We got this. We got this.
So, oh yeah, we got this. Lock in. Lock in. Dodger comes back down to get his jacket. And I wrote here, and I did rewind it and verify, but he left with it the other day. Yesterday, he left them wearing it.
Yeah. No, this was a different jacket.
Oh, was it a different one? I thought it was the fancy one they made.
No, this was the one he took off to put that one on, I think. There's like a blue hoodie.
Okay. Then I guess it's fine. I won't keep ranting.
I think. You might, if you rewound it and it looked like his black fancy jacket, maybe it was.
If I'm being honest with you, I don't care hard enough to rewind it and look and see what he grabs. I thought it was a darker color. That's all I remember. And that was good enough for me. And you know what? You're right. Maybe I didn't do my research good enough. Well enough.
I watched this movie 3 times.
I would fucking unalive myself.
Yeah, there you go.
I had to think of the word. Anyway, so the Garbage Pail Kids are like hiding a TV and Dodger misses it and whatever. Who cares? They can't get it to work. So like, we need to go out. Let's go watch a movie.
Makes sense.
So they disguise themselves in trench coats and sunglasses, which is good. You know, it was good enough for the Turtles, good enough for the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to be that mad at that part because it's dumb enough and it's jokey enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still don't think it works, but I'll forgive that one.
Yeah, it is a joke. I get it that they're just that strange that you can't mask them, but yeah.
It's like when The Thing has his trench coat and fedora. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's clearly a fucking thing in a trench coat. Anyway, so they also have mini ATVs. I don't know where they got these.
I know. I thought they were Power Wheels, but they're not. They're like real.
Yeah, they do. Like they do exist for younger kids. ATVs that are gas that are just smaller, like half the size of a normal one. And they sneak into the back of the movie theater, and the Three Stooges are playing.
Yup.
And everybody must have taken something because everyone in the theater is just laughing their ass off at this. It is so weird. And I just have here they harass their fellow moviegoers.
It's a very strange movie. They sell hot dogs and popcorn. That's it. And they steal. There's fucking a scene here where Greaser Greg like steals a hot dog with a lethal weapon. He has a switchblade and he threatens a man to steal his hot dog.
Yeah, threatens him real good.
It's armed robbery.
No one goes to the manager and is like, you got to get these normal dudes wearing trench coats out of here. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, there's at least 2 or 3 times in the movie where Greaser Greg threatens someone with a switchblade.
Yeah, he's very fucked up, man.
And yeah, like very convincingly threatening.
He's crazy looking. I wouldn't trust him.
And I think this is very funny because when they were planning this movie and talking about what it was going to be, it was originally planned to be a horror film, but they thought no one was going to believe these puppets like killing people. They thought it'd be too ridiculous and too bad. But guess what movie was released the next year? Child's Play. So they could have beat him to market. They could have had a franchise of 15 Garbage Pail horror movies by now.
That would have been nuts because this might have actually worked how bad it was as a horror movie.
I know. At least they could have like probably spent a little bit less money, got the creature effects a little better because, you know, they would have focused on that more if it was a horror film, right?
Exactly. Especially with gore and shit.
And then last I read about this series, I'm not talking any Hollywood insiders over here. Last I read on the internet from a dubious source was that Danny McBride's production company had the rights or was looking to get the rights because they were going to do something with the Garbage Pail Kids. But that was from 2020 and nothing happened. So
it's a bummer. Maybe they're shopping around scripts.
I want to talk about this at the end, but I don't even know how you would make this work. Then again, it's not our job to come up with that. So
yeah.
All right. So Gatorface and Tess, I believe,
Winston
is it Tess or is it Winston? Who are the two that go to the bar?
Winston.
Okay, Winston, Gatorface.
Yeah.
Their ATV breaks down. I guess they left early. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Their bike breaks down. They look up and they see a bunch of bikers, bunch of bikes outside, and the bar with a sign that says, and I quote, "The toughest bar in the world."
I want to open a bar and name it that, dude.
So is this the second business sign we've seen that is very matter of fact? Like there's no branding at all in this universe? I
think so.
Yeah. Oh, there's a third one with the ugly people state. Oh my God, this movie fucking sucks. So yeah, it's like no one bothered to come up with business names or.
No, they're like, no, we're just going to make it look stupid.
Like this is the place for a joke, right?
Yeah, exactly. placeholders.
God damn it. So Alligator walks in and decides, like, he's been joking about, or not really joking, half joking, I can't tell, about biting off toes.
He has a lunchbox full of them. Just saying.
That's yeah, he has like eyeballs and shit too. Where does he get that?
Where did he get that shit?
So he goes in, bites off some guy's toes, and then thinks the best course of action is just to run away. But of course they get him, and they start kicking his ass all over the bar because, you know, he just tried to eat some guy's toes.
Right.
They're going to make some fucking alligator shoes. That's a direct quote. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, why is there no reaction that there's a 4-foot anthropomorphic gator
Biting toes
in your bar and it can talk and order drinks and shit? Like, we're just blowing past that.
Yeah.
That
it's
is
the toughest bar in the world. That's why.
Insane. They're like, oh yeah, last week there was a 4-foot gator came in. He had like clothes and shit and like shoes and stuff.
Assume it was just a sick costume. I don't know.
Week before that was a banshee. It was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on at this bar?
I don't know, man. It's a wild biker bar.
So Winston drives the ATV through the fucking window after he gets it fixed and then starts kicking all kinds of ass. He apparently knows karate.
Oh, yeah, he does.
And he's kicking a bunch of ass, and then they finally kind of start to get the best of him. And this other, I guess, leader biker man, I don't know how else to credit him,
Yeah.
but he's like, hey, easy. All right, look, you're an ass-kicking son of a bitch. All right?
I love your guts, man.
We like your fucking the cut of your jib. Anyone who kicks this much ass, I want to drink with him.
Does he fart in the bar too already?
He did at one point. I believe
I
it
think
was to
so,
calm
right?
things down, and that's when they were like,
That's when the
okay,
biker
easy.
was like, okay, hold on. I
Yeah,
like
that
way
was
this
the
goes.
that was the pause in the fight everyone was waiting for. So then there's a montage of them getting fucking wasted with the bikers at the bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, oh my God, why would you? I am just so mad at this movie. This movie has no idea what it wants to be.
No.
Anyway, so we go back to the theater because there's Garbage Pail Kids. The rest of them are still there, harassing everybody, stealing hot dogs, getting slapped, sneezing their popcorn all over the goddamn theater, like sneezing into a garbage bag of popcorn and just flies in the sky. And they decide eventually to leave, and they all make it home. Dodger shows up. He's like, where the fuck were you at? And then out of nowhere, the other two guys, the guys that were drinking at the bar, have like a biker escort take them home.
Yeah, that's great. It kind of reminded me of Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
A little bit, yeah.
How he's like, he wins him over.
And then, like, the biker's like, anything you guys need, you just let us know. And Dodger's like, cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
It's like he's seen this before.
He's like, oh, it's those bikers from the bar.
Oh, I know those guys are big sweethearts. Everybody just, don't cross them. It'll be fine. So out of nowhere, they cut over to the street toughs, like just out of frame here. And Juice and his gang see Greg go behind the dumpster, park the fucking ATV or whatever. So they're like, what the hell is going on here? And they know something is amiss at this place.
Yep, something's up.
Then there's a brief scene where Alligator is like the leader, I guess, or that's what Captain Manzini says. And he's like, all right, you pledge allegiance to me, and then we'll find your friends. We'll get you home, whatever. And he's like, you're an idiot because you trusted a gator or some shit. I don't know what the hell this scene was for.
I don't know. Though this is where they initially come up with they might be in the state home for the ugly.
Right. Oh, that's where he does the whole speech.
Yeah.
He's like, you see, there's this place. It's called the state home for the ugly. And they take ugly people off the street, which we would later find out like dog catcher style.
Yeah. It's very strange.
Literally. And God,
they're going to find them. They promise to find the friends of the kids.
They promise to find the friends, and they're like, all right, fine, whatever. So next thing out of nowhere, we get this montage of the Garbage Pail Kids in the sewers, like the sewers where Dodger was almost drowned.
Right.
With all the pipes labeled. And here they go. They're back now. Because when Juice decides to sit down and, take care of some business, the throne room, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They fucking turn a wheel and he's blasted into the sky off the toilet.
Not just blasted. He's held up in the sky from the blast for a while. It was really bad.
Yeah, it looked terrible. It was like he was floating in the air like a cartoon would at Yosemite or something like that.
Exactly what it looked like.
And they also turn another dial on the hot tub one and then send a bunch of sewage directly into someone's hot tub. Don't think that's how that works.
No, and it was fucking disgusting.
I don't think there's a place where you can mix the sewage and fresh water. You know what I'm saying?
In our world.
Why would you have a water line going right into your hot tub? Is that a thing? Is that what people do? I don't think so.
Not a
you like
sewage.
fill it with water.
No. I don't know. I have no idea. Dude, none of it
I
makes
thought you were the
sense.
hot tub expert. What are you doing? You're supposed to be the Jim Henson expert and the hot tub expert, and you're blowing it.
Well-
You're blowing it, Chump Slap.
From what I understand, there's no direct sewage lines to hot tubs anymore since this event.
Is this a thing that raised the awareness that finally got them to finish off?
Right, exactly. It's like brake lights on cars, you know.
Seatbelts and helmets. And shit?
Yep.
Perfect. So then we go back to the basement, and Dodger's like, everything's cool. I'm just worried about you guys. And they're like, well, we don't know where our friends are. And he's like, I think they're in this place, this home for the uglies, which is actually a thing. We all thought it was a fake thing, but it is a real thing. So we need to go find it. And the Garbage Pail Kid's like, fucking, yeah, go find it.
Yeah, there's no phone books in this world. You can't just look it up.
And they're like, we'll go make clothes, I guess, or some shit. I don't know what they do at this point.
They're still, I don't know.
Or are they still making the clothes for Friday? Because we haven't had Friday yet. Have we? No, we haven't.
No, we only did her first sale. You're right. So they're like, yeah, we'll go back and make them now. You guys promised, so I guess we'll fulfill our side of the bargain.
Now, here's arguably my favorite part of the movie. How exactly do they find the state home for the ugly? I'll tell you how. They are walking down the street.
It's beautiful.
And they see two men who are both 1,000 years old with the dog catcher style truck and a fucking net. Just put it over this kid's head that has a mask. And the kid's like, what are you doing? And then she removes the mask and they're like, oh, we're so sorry. We thought you were ugly. We didn't think you were a normal person. Maybe just wear the mask at Halloween, kid. And she's like, go fuck yourself. So
Yeah, that's great.
they see the goddamn guys get in the truck and they jump in the truck. And that's how they find out where the state home for the ugly is.
Yep, just jump on the truck and they'll figure it out.
So this place.
It's not even that far from the fucking shop. I'm just saying that.
No, they like run there. Like it's,
Exactly.
I am like, so this place was like a thing of legend 10 minutes ago. And now it exists 30 feet away.
Yep.
This is crazy. The continuity. I don't understand what world they live in, but it's not our reality.
The captain doesn't ever leave the shop, I guess. He doesn't know what's out there.
Yes, not. It's like in Fallout when she goes to that one guy's house and he's like, oh, the town's over the ridge. I've never been over the ridge.
Oh, yeah,
my whole
yeah.
life. Fucking A. So apparently there is a state home for the ugly. They get there. Their job is to kidnap ugly children and people. Anyway, Dodger, they get to the building, the state home for the ugly, and Manzini's like, all right, let's try to get in and figure this out. And Dodger's like, I gotta go leave to sell my clothes. So he just leaves to go sell his clothes.
He's like, yeah, we know where it is now, so.
It's like, yeah, we gotta come up with a plan. Whatever, we'll figure it out. I gotta go sell these clothes. We'll come back later. It'll be great. And then we get a clothes selling montage, and Tangerine's like, hey, I got big plans for us. This is going great. Can you make more of those?
She didn't even sell these yet. Come on, Tangerine.
I know. And he's like, it's kind of a thing. And she would she nibble his ear? Is that what
she's
happened?
like kissing on his neck and shit. It's
Kissing
very
his- But
creepy.
it could have been a very sweet moment and it was obscured and like she was sucking on his neck and I don't know, but he loved it. He goes inside and then later on he comes back out and sees that Tangerine goes to meet up with Juice and have a conversation.
Oh no.
So then I have here, this is where Tangerine meets the Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh yeah, he grabs the kid. He's like, oh, I want to show you these kids. They help me make the clothes.
So Tangerine is grossed out at first, and then she finds out they make the clothes, and she's like, well, they're not that gross. Hold on. So there's a montage of her like observing them making the clothes.
Yeah, she's like, all right, you're fucking ugly and you gross me out, but I want to see how this operation's going, You got a little operation in the basement of the shop, huh?
So the Garbage Pail Kids, the characters who the movie is named after, only one of 2 films ever to be made based on trading card series.
Oh, yeah?
The other one's Mars Attacks, which was much better than this.
Oh, that's interesting.
Their primary goal is to sew clothing.
Yeah, and be talked to like fucking slave labor.
What is this movie?
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why is this the thing?
Guys, we are not close. There's so much more.
The reason is because they're gross and ugly, but they make beautiful clothing, and that's the juxtaposition of life. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, and basically she goes out to talk to Juice after this. She's like totally on board with this whole thing. She's manipulating him. Juice kisses him. They're all playing the Garbage Pail Kids, right? They're all playing Dodger. They're all involved in it. Tangerine sucks. Dodger doesn't know yet.
No, not yet.
So he comes down. Dodger comes down back, the next day down the steps. Almost walked into a sex crime that Greaser Greg was committing, playing doctor in like a hutch or something.
Fucking weird, man.
And they're like, dude, all right, enough with this bullshit. Like, we want our friends back. And Greaser Greg got real threatening about it to Dodger, like real serious threatening.
Yeah.
And then Dodger's like, hey, we found the place. All right, we're coming up with a plan. We're going to figure it out. Cut to Stay Home for the Ugly. Manzini and Dodger are just trying to walk to the front gate.
This is the best. Manzini's like, I don't know, just try to walk in, I guess.
That's the plan. That took 24 hours to figure out. And then they get rebuffed by the security guard who's holding two dogs, and they're like, get the fuck out of here. So they decide to go home and regroup. And then Tangerine comes over to the basement to get the clothes, and she pretty much just insults Garbage Pail Kids, kind of acts like a dick, and insinuates that her and Dodger are going to bone. I don't know where that came from.
Yes.
Or no, they did. Garbage Pail Kids did. And she's like, whatever.
Yeah.
And the Garbage Pail Kids are like, we want to go to the fashion show because Tangerine got approached to do a fashion show.
Of course she did.
I forget where. Where was it? What? It was at a business. I forget what the business was.
Some department store.
There you go. So she got invited to do a fashion show there. And she's like, I have a label. Do you guys have a label like for your clothing? And they're like, no. It's like, well, then it's totally normal that obviously we're going to use my label. All right. So
of course.
All the clothes are going to say Tangerine. So,
anything for you, Tangerine.
And he's like, yeah, sure. That makes sense. Anyway, so the Garbage Pail Kids want to go to the fashion show. They want to see their work. They want to go. And Tangerine's like, go to hell. None of you are going. And they're like, what if we dress like clowns? And she's like, there's no fucking way you're going.
No, get the fuck out of here.
So she goes back to the basement and then locks them in and keeps the key. Dodger doesn't really like this, that she's doing this, locking them in the basement. Probably good. Very reasonable thing. He doesn't
if anything,
like it.
it's a fire hazard.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, whatever. And he goes to the fashion show anyway.
Oh, what an asshole. He's blinded by pussy the first time for him in his life.
Yep. He still thinks she's the best.
Yep.
He doesn't want to see the bad parts,
Yeah. Hey, at 14, man, you don't know.
You don't know anything. So the Garbage Pail Kids now know they're locked in the basement, and they're really bummed about missing this show. So they decide to start playing poker with each other, and then Juice and his crew show up at the shop, and they gas Manzini.
Oh, yeah.
To knock him out, go into the basement. They have the key. So they're just like patiently waiting at the top of the stairs until Greg's like, I'm going to go try it. And they just kidnap them all. They take them all and send them to the fucking State House for the Ugly.
Of course they do. Because there's a reward, apparently, if you bring in ugly kids.
And there's like a scene in between here, between them leaving the State House for the Ugly after they dropped off and kidnapped everybody, where Tangerine's just like at the fashion show getting everything together. And it's very much like we're watching a movie of someone putting on a fashion show.
Except for she's being a real sociopathic asshole about it, too.
Yeah, very demanding, very conceited, very...
Like, why not just be nice to these people? Because they're the ones who are going to give you the money if they do want to buy your shit.
Yeah, exactly. But she's very bossy, very much a B word. I'll say it.
Yeah.
She's a B word.
I went with asshole instead, but yeah.
So Juice, Wally, and Bly walk out of the State House for the Ugly. They dropped off the kids. They get a reward. The kids are thrown into cells with a bunch of other inmates, which we're going to have to talk about.
Too weird, too old, too bald, too fat, too skinny.
And like Santa was too weird.
Was he? I thought he was the fat one.
Oh, he might have been too fat. And then Honest Abe was too skinny.
Yeah.
Gandhi was too bald. The Garbage Pail Kids were too gross. Some dude there was like too hairy, and there was a janitor where it said too crippled.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
That was pretty fucked up.
I think there was a
Sign of the
clown.
times.
Too silly, too.
Yeah, that makes sense. And they're crying, but the guards are like, should we get in there, take care of them, shut them up a little bit? And they're like, nah, whatever, we're killing them soon. Who cares?
Yeah, that was a shock. I did not know this was a kill shelter.
I know, right? They're just stealing ugly children and exterminating them.
Right.
That's some Nazi shit, like for real.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
It's eugenics. I shouldn't say Nazi
There
shit.
you go.
But, they were fans.
Well, same
and
thing.
Back at the shop, Manzini fucking comes to and he's like, oh shit, the kids are gone. Then we just go to the fashion show because we're like, Manzini will catch up eventually, I guess.
Yeah, he's probably going to go somewhere.
I don't know why. We could have just had him show up. We don't really need him to come to. We can assume he woke up. Anyway, so Tangerine tells Dodger, the kids are in the stay home for the ugly now. They're not coming. And the gang shows up and they're like standing behind her. This is the scene. This is where we now find out that Dodger has been duped and he is aware of it. And Tangerine is just like super cold about the whole thing. Total villain here.
Yeah.
100%. And the gang calls Dodger a loser and decide to pick him up, literally pick him up and throw him in a dumpster out back.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. A big ass dumpster. Just throw him in there.
They don't kill him. They just throw him in a dumpster. And next thing we know, we cut to the state house again. And Manzini's getting rushed out and kicked out. And he's like, hey, I think they have the children in there. So Dodger's like, okay, I got an idea. And he runs and he goes to the toughest bar in the world and gets all the bikers. He's like, hey, the little guys are in trouble. They need your help. And everyone's like, fucking A. And they get on their bikes
So
and they are
good.
going. They are gone. You know what? I got to say it. Second best part of the movie is the biker gang.
Yeah.
Love them.
100%.
You always see bikers as these tough criminals who get in shootouts in Reno. And then you get these guys who are like, hey, we're the like 97% of bikers who aren't in gangs. We just like to hang out and drink beer.
Yeah, we'll stick up for our buddies.
And our little guys need help. Like, we're coming. So they all haul ass on their bikes, I guess the half a block over to the house of the uglies.
Yeah, because Dodger just ran there from there.
I know. He was there in like 30 seconds. So Manzini's already sneaking in again. And I guess he just keeps getting thrown out until he like figures out how to sneak in properly, but it's working this time.
Oh, yeah. He's very athletic. He's like climbing up and over shit. I can't even do what he did.
Dropping down on platforms and stuff. He
Right.
beats up a guard and takes his keys. And he comes over and starts freeing the kids. And he's like, here, inmates, free yourself. So the other ones are like unlocking the thing and escaping as well. And this is where fucking Winston, whatever his name is, farts on the guard just to show him a lesson.
Thank God. It's Wendy's like fourth fart in the movie.
Yeah, there's more too. By now, the nerd dude has pissed himself like 5 times, at least by now.
Yeah.
So let's just keep doing those bits, I guess.
Yeah, because that's so funny.
The bikers are already outside and they rip out the bars on the windows so that everybody can escape that way. So Dodger and the bikers head in and they're like, what about the other children? And Manzini's like, I think we're a little too late. I think they got crushed in that fucking garbage truck that just came in.
Yeah, I assume
I don't know why
he's just
he would
saying
know
like,
that.
yeah, they got killed because this is a kill shelter. And they're not
Yeah,
there.
or they were never there. You could have just said that.
Yeah,
or
he could have tried to be better about it.
no, like, I think they're dead like just now. We would have been here a day earlier and you hadn't gone and fucked off to go sell clothes.
Right? Fucking
Maybe
piece
their
of
friends would
shit.
be alive, you piece of shit. Anyway, so the bikers help him escape. Lots of handshakes. And then the bikers just leave at the same time. And we don't even see them leave. We just hear them in the background, like biker sounds fade away. It was very obvious they couldn't pay the bikers for another day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Manzini's like, let's go home. And the Garbage Pail Kid's like, no, we want to go to the fashion show. And Manzini's basically like, well, fuck it. Let's go. So
Yes.
they go.
Seems like a pity to quit while we're on a roll. It's exactly
Again.
what it is.
We're at a fashion show in the Garbage Pail Kids movie that they made clothes for. That sounds insane.
It is.
So we get to the fashion show. The kids sneak in and quickly take out Wally and Juice. And Garbage Pail Kids, they take like a clothing rack and just kind of like sneak out onto the fucking runway where the models are. And they just start like ripping the clothing off the models to get it back.
Yeah. That's a assault.
Not sure what this accomplished other than a reason to get the models into like bikinis. But like, is this a fucking kids movie or not? What are we watching here?
I don't know. PG-13, I guess.
It is insane. All right. So
It's very high school fashion show vibes. Its place looked like I said, it's a fucking closet or whatever they filmed.
yeah,
it
it didn't look like a place where you have fashion shows. It looked like a big all purpose area and they put up some pipe and drape and
Yeah.
like here,
It's terrible.
fashion show. Anyway, so chaos ensues. There's just chaos backstage as they're trying to rip the clothes off these models. And Juice shows up, and the people outside the show are still like sitting there like, are we supposed to leave or what's going on here? And then fucking Winston or Foul Phil, I forget which one. I think it's Winston comes out and
Wendy, yeah.
Wendy Winston and just farts them all out and then they leave.
He just drops a bomb on the runway is how I worded it.
Yep. And they scream and run away. Valerie Vomit, who we haven't talked about much, but she's been in here quite a bit. She vomits a lot all over Blythe and Wally. And I guess that's just it for them as characters. They're just out of the game now.
Once you have puke on you, that's it, yeah.
You got to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dodger tackles Juice. And somehow this is a real fight, despite the fact that Juice has got like 50 pounds of muscle on this kid.
Well, he gets help from the Garbage Pail Kids.
That's true. They do help. They set him up for like wrestling moves. They do the thing where they go down on all fours and someone pushes them. That knocks Juice over. Classic. Love that. And anyway, he gets the best of Juice. He punches him in the face a lot. And then everyone's like, all right, come on. And Manzini takes him and he's like almost crying because, he's a child.
Yeah, it's one of those like, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, a lot of feelings, a lot of adrenaline.
Yep.
And Manzini hugs him and takes him away. Again, no idea where Juice's parents are, what his home life is like, so know where the fuck his parents are.
I don't know. Him and Captain have a weird relationship.
They do. But it feels above board. It feels like a Doc Marty relationship. It doesn't feel, that's not the part of the movie that's strange to me.
No. His parents probably work 2 jobs each, and he just works at Captain's shop so he can keep an eye on the kid. He's a family friend, shit like that.
Yeah, or his parents like really suck and are always gone, and Manzini's like, well, fuck,
Or they just hate him.
So yeah, someone's got to look after this asshole a little bit. So anyway, we're almost done. Now we're almost done, I swear. So Dodger is walking into the shop. It's the next day. Tangerine calls out to him. And she's like, hey, I'm sorry. That whole thing was fucked. I think we make a really good team.
Show was a hit.
And we should keep, you should come back and maybe help out. And he's like, no, I don't think you're pretty anymore.
Oh, shit.
And then she's like, hurt. She's hurt by this.
She actually is.
And he's like, and he goes back into the shop. And then we're at the moment where Manzini's like, I'm at the keyboard. I got the song. He's like, we played the thing to get you out of the pail, which I don't remember them playing a song. They just got knocked out of the pail.
He says it's the song that played when they came out, when the goo turned into Garbage Pail Kids.
So then he was like, well, if I play it backwards, you'll go back in. So they're like, okay. So he starts to play it. And his eyes are closed and it's not working. And they're like, it's good. Hey, guys, let's get the fuck out. So they kind of like sneak out.
This part was so dumb. I kind of like snickered at it though. When he's just like, no, you gotta close your eyes and concentrate.
And they're just like, okay, yeah, sure. We're getting in the thing. And they're all just walking out the door. And Manzini and Dodger are the only two. And they're like, yeah, it didn't work. They just walked out. So they go and leave and they see him speeding off on their bikes. And Manzini's like, well, you can't change the world by locking yourself out of it.
Yep.
And then the movie fucking ends.
So you assume they're just going on another wild adventure somewhere.
I guess. I have no idea what this movie was. I have no idea what I just saw. Because it doesn't feel like a movie.
It was a fever dream.
The animatronics looked bad. We went over it. It was a rush job, but they looked exceptionally bad. Like there was only a couple where they were articulated like at all.
Yeah, even for the 80s. Ugh.
Yeah, and like their voices didn't match up with their movements. It was very janky looking, but I could probably let that go if the movie was charming enough.
It's probably why they only showed like 3 of them. Like Valerie, Allie, and Snotnose, whatever.
And not even that much of Tess.
No.
Like there was a lot of Greg too.
Yeah.
But there was 2 or 3 that they just didn't show at all.
No, why even? Well, I guess it was filmed, but why put them in it?
They're like, we made this suit and we paid for it, so we're going to use it.
Yeah, we got to watch this kid piss himself 6 times. What are you talking about?
God, that was so bad. Like can we talk about the humor in this? Who was the humor for? Because I don't think there were many jokes that they threw in where I really like laughed or snickered or were like, oh, that's clever.
Yeah, I don't know. I assume it was for like 5-year-old kids.
But like, okay, so let's say the movie was for people who would mostly identify with Dodger.
Okay, let's say
so like 13-year-old boys, 14-year-old boys, 15-year-old boys, adolescent boys. This movie is not for them. Like the song is too like childish, but the threats and like the the gang violence, like all of that was way too adult.
Yeah, it didn't match at all.
It didn't make sense to me. Like another movie from around this time, a couple years later, I think, was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you watch that movie just from front to back, there's no question that this is one cohesive universe.
Right.
Like it feels like they built a world. The world they built for the Garbage Pail movie, like there are fundamental things I don't understand that we just abandoned. Like where did that ship come from? Are the Garbage Pail Kids aliens?
Yeah,
Like we didn't see it crash. Were their friends? Did their friends ever even exist? Were the friends crash landed hundreds of years before? Like
was that a mothership that was out in space that was dropping off little garbage pails and I don't know.
Is there like one in every city? Did it land a week ago? Like there's no continuity to this. It doesn't make any sense.
No, the whole thing takes place in what? 4 days?
Yeah.
Must have been, yeah.
And like, what? So she got a show and they got it all together in like a day?
Yeah, she went from just herself selling. Does she go back with him? Yeah. There is a scene where they're selling stuff. Both of them are selling stuff.
Yeah, but we saw the original one where Juice shows up and he has to hide. And then the next time they are doing the montage of selling things. But I got the gist that was just one night they were selling things. Not that it was like, weeks of them.
No, that was just the one Friday.
Building a following.
And
Yeah.
then the next week they had a fucking show that they had to make more clothes for.
I guess. And what do these Garbage Pail Kids eat? There's so many questions.
Well,
Do
they
they
eat
eat cats?
hot dogs and shit. I know that. They love hamburgers and hot dogs.
But does that leave them hungover? So do they have a specific diet they have to eat? It's very...
Oh, they had Captain Crunch too. I noticed that.
Hot dogs and Captain Crunch, Breakfast of Champions, and
Yo.
Pepsis. Sick. That's a party.
Yeah, it's whatever fucking Dodger decides to buy them that week. Whatever's on sale at the Giant down the street, I guess.
And like, oh God, there were just so many scenes where the Garbage Pail Kids are just talking to each other too. And I'm like, do something.
What was with the TV? Why were they scared to let him know about the TV?
Yeah, why would they care if he knew about the TV? Why wouldn't they just ask him if they can get a TV?
Yeah,
Like,
just be like, we want to be entertained, dude. We're stuck in a fucking basement.
how do they know about movies? Are they aliens or not? Because they seem to have a lot of knowledge about what happens in this world. But they were in a pail for how many years? What is going on? I'm so confused.
Well, they did come out. They did pop out of the pail, I'd assume, a bunch. Because Manzini in the beginning, he's like, oh, I wonder what that ruckus is, but I bet if I go out here, I won't see a thing.
I know, but at the same time, he doesn't know how to get them back in. So how did he do it last time? Was it because he had the materials? Is that what we're supposed to believe?
I don't know. Because he had to have gotten them back in the pail. I'm saying at least 4 other times.
There was, I don't know how many times, you might be right for. I have no idea. But you do get that vibe that they have been out and in a couple times, for sure.
Yeah, because he knows them.
He knows them, and he talks to them, and everyone's very friendly for being held in captivity in a fucking pail for so long.
Yeah, and they were okay with going back in the pail. Like, what's in the pail? Is it? I don't get it.
Is it paradise?
Yeah.
Are they just like, okay, we've seen the world outside. It's pretty cool. It's great. But yeah, it's time to go home. It's time to go back in the pail.
Yeah, or is like the pail like some type of hibernation? Like they just turn in that goo and they don't have any thoughts at all. And they're just sitting there until they come back out again. I don't fucking know.
There's so many questions.
Yeah.
And there was also a moment in the film where Juice's car got run over when they stole the Pepsi truck and got flattened.
That wasn't Juice. I did look at that.
Okay.
That was somebody else. But I was like, yeah, some poor guy's fucking car just gets flattened by a Pepsi truck. How does that make sense?
Right. I watched it, and the first viewing, I was like, that's just some guy who gets his car flattened. I didn't even mention it in my notes. And then, because it doesn't make sense of why a regular Pepsi fucking box truck would run over a car and flatten it. It's not a goddamn tank.
Yeah, exactly.
So I saw that, and then I watched a couple videos online about reviews of it, and 2 different ones mentioned that he ran over Juice's car. And I was like, I don't think it was.
I didn't think it was either because he wasn't wearing the same fucking leather dickhead outfit, but it did.
No, it's definitely like an overjacked 80s dude.
Yeah,
for sure.
It did look like him though. So I don't know. I think it was just everyone looked the same in the 80s.
Maybe very conformity, very neon. It was a weird time.
Yeah.
But this movie was definitely the dirt 80s, like the Skid Row 80s.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't the cocaine businessman 80s.
No, and it did have a little bit of the glam 80s in it, but I feel like that was entirely Tangerine and like her fashion show.
Yeah, just fake glam, like trying to be glamorous.
It's like, I don't know, it didn't feel like it was part of the world. It felt like Tangerine brought that part of the world to us.
Yeah.
Like we're still mostly in the Manzini world,
I
which
guess-
is this basement. Like, ugh.
Just an antique shop.
I talked about there's a couple things that did work for me. I liked the intro with the cards. I thought that was fun. It's the Garbage Pail Kids. They're famous for their cards. You want to show that this is for that, the Garbage Pail Kids, the cards. This is that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, do that title sequence. No problem with it. And I liked the biker gang and their inclusion.
The biker gang was a surprisingly good include here.
That's it. That's all the good things I have to say about this movie. Everything else is bad. I feel like, well, first of all, do you have any things that you like?
I like Manzini as a person. I like his whole attitude.
I would like to learn more about him, but no, you're right. I like Manzini.
Yeah, he's just he's like he doesn't take anything too seriously, but he's straight business when it comes to like, oh, I got to find a way to get these kids back in there. I'll go look for the other kids and shit like that. But
And he has like a warmth to him. Like he doesn't feel like a scumbag, but he feels like the type of guy that could be a scumbag if he has to be, like to get by.
right, yeah.
He feels more resourceful than mean. And they like in contrasting to the bullies that are just fucking bullies.
Yeah, because there's really only 6 characters in this movie other than the kids.
So who's the main bad guy here? Is it the bullies or the fashion show?
I'd say it's Juice.
Or Tangerine?
Juice and his cronies, I think. Tangerine's just a confused woman who's, I don't know, maybe, hopefully learns a lesson at the end.
Who legally couldn't drive but had a car? It's very confusing. This movie is...
Yeah. There's definitely a drive scene. I was like, I wonder if they're on a real road at this point because it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
It's probably on the back of a flatbed, though.
So what could we do with the Garbage Pail Kids that would actually make it work in a movie?
I like the alien thing.
I don't hate the alien thing. I like that better than like some kind of, radioactive turtles mutation situation.
Yeah, because what would that happen? Like a radioactive, unless it was like at a what is it called? A child's ward, like a paternity ward,
Oh, sure.
where radioactive leaked in and just turned all these kids very weird. That's the only way I could see it, but no.
No. I mean, I think it makes sense that they're aliens, but why do they look like us and are very basic like caricatures of us? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why do they look like caricatures that are just disgusting?
This is tough. Like, it's not that easy to make this. You got to make it interesting. You got to make it fun. It can be gross. Like, is a horror movie? Should we be doing a horror movie? I think we should.
I think we should. I don't know
But
how
if it's a
else-
horror movie, who's the bad guy? Who are the good guys? Are there Garbage Pail Kids versus Garbage Pail Kids? Just a battle royale style?
like the ugly Garbage Pail Kids versus normal ones.
Or like by sets, like the sci-fi ones versus the base set ones. You could call them something else, obviously.
No.
We'll work on the name.
It would
but-
have to be alien Garbage Pail Kids come to Earth and kill humans. But why? Because it's just what they do? Are they like predators? Or do they eat humans?
Is it like a Battle for Los Angeles style? Where they just invade and start attacking? And I mean, how gross could that be? And there are also so many that are like violence themed.
Yeah, exactly. There's like guns and knives and shit, right?
Yeah.
They don't
So,
all have to be farts and vomit.
but even then it's hilarious. Like what if Valerie Vomit comes in and is all creepy looking, scares a family, vomits on them, and then they turn into like a skeleton or something? How
Yeah,
sick
like
is
she's
that?
got acidic vomit. Like
Yeah.
super acidic. Yeah. And Winston has like chlorine gas farts.
There you go. Or I was thinking more he's knocking people off of high places, but that's too situational.
He's just blowing people into traffic and shit.
Yeah, like knocking over like semis, hitting the side of them, flipping them like
I
a
like
windstorm.
that. I like that. That's a good one.
I think we got to go like city destruction, like kaiju style, but with the Garbage Pail Kids attacking.
What if there are giant kaijus?
Yeah, there you go. And then the other side, it's like an Independence Day style. Like we barely even hang out with the Garbage Pail Kids. We just see them as faceless monsters, but they're not faceless. They're just large children that vomit acid.
Yeah. That one works.
Olympic swimming pools worth of acids.
I say they're like superheroes. Like,
Superheroes.
Like, yeah, destructive superheroes from another planet, like anti-Superman.
Okay.
And that's why they're so dangerous, because otherwise you could just like shoot them in their big fucking heads.
So you send them like Suicide Squad type?
Yeah, there we go.
Like you send them on dangerous missions because they're psychos?
Yeah,
If
and it could
happen
be like
to do it, you're like, oh, great.
it could be like a scouting mission for the mothership,
There you go.
Yeah.
Scouting mission for the mothership. I like that.
right? They're like, oh, we'll take the grossest ones we got and throw them down on Earth, see what happens.
And then we do a recurring bit where they're on every planet in our solar system and they're on like Mars and they're like, there's fucking nothing here. Like,
yeah.
that's a bit like the whole every 15 minutes they just cut to like Neptune. Like it's gassy, it's winding, but no,
No,
nothing.
I farted a hole right through this planet, but nothing happened.
Fucking, yeah, you could get all kinds of Garbage Pail Kids. Like, I'm sure there's astronaut ones that you could throw in here. Like looking at this
Yeah, it
sequence.
has to be like black hole or shit like that.
Man, I think we found it. I think we've unlocked this.
I like it.
Okay. Well, let's not get too far into it because you got to write it down. You know, we got to try to sell it. We can't have anybody stealing this. Luckily, we're not putting this out publicly.
Well, I'm going to join the Writers Guild of America soon, so I can just email it to myself or whatever.
Oh, perfect. Then that counts. All right. So let's land this. Do you have any final thoughts about the Garbage Pail Kids movie? Would you recommend it to people?
I would not. I'd be like, I was going to say, if you're like drunk as shit and you're just going to pass out anyway, maybe put it on, but it's not even worth that.
There
bother.
are plenty of movies that are fun bad.
Yeah, exactly. This is just bad.
This is just bad. Like it's bad all around. It's not even fun as a fever dream. If you want like the fever dream experience, but still fun, go watch Double Dragon. We talked about it previously.
There you go. If you want to have a bad acid trip, put this on when you're tripping. But other than that,
yeah, that's the only reason it exists.
it has to.
But if anyone had some favorable things that maybe we missed or some insight that we should know about, and they want to send it to us via email, how would they do that, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, you send that to plottytime@gmail.com, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Maybe you guys can help us write something for the new movie.
Yeah, let's crowdsource this. Let's get it together. Let's sell it to Danny McBride. And if they have other ideas they want to send us on the socials, how would they do that?
Oh, you just start a thread on Reddit or go to the Blue Sky, because I heard there's things there.
Perfect. You can also go to our YouTube, like, subscribe there. Really helps us out. That does it for us. So, as always, shout out to Sandman, Drago the Sluggo, Gamers Little Playground, Iron Panics, and Luis Guzman. Trust all reputable scientists. And all three of us. Talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.